Morning. So we do something about the light in a minute. Just get Facebook on board. Okay, that's Facebook on board as well. Good morning, everyone. How are we all today? Hope we're doing well. And it's sunny in Methil, is it? Stephen Nicholl. Lovely. We'll get to the weather forecast here in a second. Or how the weather outlook here. Anyway. Interesting day in the press. Comparison between the English and Scottish rags today is quite interesting. I'll even stick one of them up for you. The Looney Rag the Express, I'll show you the Scottish headline, the English headline. Should be quite fun. I don't know, I mean, the Scottish headline's quite a sad one, but the English one's quite tragic as well. Absolutely tragic. And I mean that. Anyway, let's get this broadcast underway, shall we? We're up over the 50 mark, so it's Indy Truck Davey out the truck and that home to the office, as he always is these days, in Salisbury, North Lancashire, where it's a clear, bright, sunny morning this morning, although it is forecast to be sunshine and showers, overcast, and top temperature for today in my area should get to 13 degrees. That's the forecast and outlook for Salisbury, North Lancashire. If you want to know what the weather's like where you are, look out your own bloody window. Okay, I said I was going to try and sort this light out, didn't I? Didn't help much, did it? Nah, didn't help much. Ah well, never mind. Anyway, let's get this underway. Okay, first up today is the Daily Answer, the Daily Record, for those outside Scotland. And it has Scots kids die in M6 head-on horror. And this is a horrible story. Apparently there was a head-on collision on the M6 at Tebay. 5 people passed away. 1 child serious in hospital. Okay, now the Metro runs on the same story. 5 dead in wrong way crash horror. And the only right-wing rag the Express, I'll put it up. Once I find it, I'll put it up. They say it's interesting, the headline in the Express today here in Scotland compared to the one in England. Now that's the Scottish Daily Express today. 4 Scots killed in wrong way crash. We'll take that down and we'll have a wee look and see what the English Express has for us today, shall we? Because I'm sure I put it up. Just finding the bloody thing. Aye, here we go. This is the English Express today. Oof. I mean, it's dire that 4 Scots kids died, but Reeves accused over bogus 40 billion black hole. This black hole's getting bigger by the day, folks. Absolutely bigger by the day. As I say, there's a couple of different headlines in England that they like. A Russian terrorist, a Russian device on a UK flight, apparently, an incendiary device. He didn't go off. Discovered they're blaming Russia for it. Okay. Right, so apparently, according to the Looney Rag in England today, the black hole is now 40 billion quid. Oof. Just as well she's got 300 billion slopping about in the back of the sofa. I'll make that 40 billion look like chump change. Okay, where were we? The eye. The eye has, I'll put this one up and all. The eye has benefits to rise £1.50 a week as Reeves faces Labour backlash. Now, if that's all the backlash that she's getting for Labour, our MPs, for £1.50 a week, electricity costs have just went up by 10%. putting benefits for a single person up for who's earned 21 up for £93 a week to £94 a week is not going to make much fucking difference. Wow. You know, how very, very generous of the Chancellor. After years of benefit cuts, she's going to very generously give them £1.50 extra a week to live off of. An extra £6 a month. Oof. Oof. Jolly dead generous of her. Christ. You can call it inflationary pressures at this point in time, and inflation's low. I mean, I have no idea how people survive on £93 a week. Absolutely none. I spend more than that in beer. I mean, that's just fucking cruel. £93 a week. Maybe £95.50 or something new with the extra £1.50 on it. Oh, Jesus Christ. Right, the Telegraph has budget to be biggest tax raiser in history. Apparently, this particular budget will be smacking everything left, right and centre, and it will be the biggest tax raise on people's personal wealth in history, according to the Telegraph. All right, the Sun goes on another entertainment-related story. Now, I had to look this up because what it said was I.D. William dies at 31. Now, I had no idea what I.D. William is. So apparently it's One Direction, and it's a pop group, and this guy was a singer. Anyway, he died at 31 because he fell off a balcony in a hotel somewhere. As I say, I had me stumped. I had no idea what I.D. William was. It was obviously some sort of creature, and there was a photograph of a fella on the front page, but I had no idea. So apparently it's One Direction, whoever the hell they are. Right, the Scotsman says ministers to fast-track skills passports for energy staff. Why are they all leaving? If they think they're attracting skilled workers here, oof, doubt that very much. Who the hell wants to come to Brexit Island, where it costs 2 arms and a leg just to put your shoes on in the morning? You know, fuck's sake. So apparently, we don't have the skills here, so they're fast-tracking passports to bring them in. I thought Brexit was all about putting a stop to that stuff. I thought the whole idea of Brexit was to upskill the British people and stop inward migration. Was that not what they tell us? What's happened here is skilled European workers are not being allowed in anymore, but they're flooding in through the African continent, the Asian continent, and the South American area. Mental. Right, the Herald has activist fury over snub to human rights bill. Right, folks, now this story is quite convoluted, but as you know, the Scottish Government has been trying to create a bill which will incorporate human rights into Scottish law. And they've had third sector groups advising them on this, but it's been kiboshed. It's been shelved. Why has it been shelved? Well, because of the Section 35 order slapped on it, apparently. Apparently Westminster doesn't want us incorporating human rights into our law. They made the same fucking carry on when we wanted to enshrine the rights of the child into the law here in Scotland. We actually had to rewrite the bill to exclude them from the law. because they didn't want to have to consider their children's human rights when writing bills that would apply to the whole of the UK. And that's what would have happened with this bill had it went forward for royal assent. When they finished writing it anyway, complicated, very complicated to incorporate all the aspects of the Human Rights Act into Scots law. I have absolutely no doubt it will be achieved at some point, but it is complicated. And at this point in time, because of our situation within the UK, it's been shelved. All right? That's the basis of it. But the third sector groups are no happy it's being shelved. Why waste Parliament time, money, effort, civil service time, money, effort, in drafting a bill that's never going to be allowed to pass? And at this point in time, when the fiscal situation in the UK is dire, which means the fiscal situation for the Scottish Government is dire, because all roads lead to Westminster when it comes to funding, then there's no justification in spending that amount of money. You know? On writing a bill that's never going to pass. It's a complicated piece of legislation. They've been at it for a while now. And probably a few more years before it's even ready to be presented to the Scottish Parliament. Right, let's move on. The Scottish Daily Mail goes on. Patient waits 2 days for ambulance. Now, apparently a patient somewhere in Argyll and Bute or Ayrshire waited 2 days for an ambulance. Sorry, it wasn't. It was just outside Edinburgh. Beg your pardon. It was one of the other stories in the press. It was about Argyll and Bute. Now, apparently a patient outside Edinburgh waited 88 hours for an ambulance. Now, I wonder if this is a wee dross. Sorry, waiting 2 days for an ambulance. Now, I wonder if this is a dross thing when he talked about 88-hour waits in fucking A&E in Crosshouse Hospital in Ayrshire. Turns out the wee spanner couldn't read the time. It was 8 hours and 8 minutes. Ah, well, there you go. Okay. Anyway, folks, I had a wee look. The average response time for a non-emergency call for an ambulance here in Scotland is 38 minutes. 38 minutes. And even that's long. For emergency response, it varies between 3 and 8 minutes, depending on the category and how close the ambulance is. Because we have quite a scattered population here in Scotland. So 2 days waiting an ambulance? Fucking doubt it. Doubt that very much. The National, I'm going to put a National up because this one absolutely bamboozled me. And I mean that, it bamboozled me. And you understand why in a minute. SNP Anger at Labour's Internal Market Act silence. News follows revelation in Johnson's book over aim to undermine devolution. Hey, is this a fucking news flash to the SNP? Thanks, Alistair. Is this a fucking news flash to the SNP? I've been talking about how the Internal Market Bill was written to curb the powers of the Scottish Parliament for over fucking 3-4 years now since it was drafted. And this is telling us that the SNP have just woke up to this fucking fact. Have we got some fucking idiots in the Scottish Government? I've been talking about this since it was fucking drafted. How it was drafted to undermine the Scottish Parliament and the powers of the Scottish Parliament. Hey, Thomas, here in Japan. Enjoy yourself. I mean, really, SNP Anger, the Internal Market Act, and Labour's silence on it. Fucking Labour weren't silent on it at all. They encouraged it all the way through the Westminster fucking Parliament. Where the fuck is the SNP been? As I say, that's why this headline bamboozled me. The government in Hollywood is just waking up to the fact that the internal market bill was designed to curb its powers. Wow. Wow. They want to go off in rants, folks. They want to go off in rants. I've been talking to you guys about this since it was drafted. And the SNP just woke up. The mind fucking boggles. Oof. Jesus. When did the internal market bill pass into law? Let's have a wee look. I can't even straight off the top of my head. 2020, folks. The Internal Market Act was drafted between 2016 and passed in 2020. So I've been talking to you guys about this probably since 2019, when it came onto the radar and was being drafted. What the? Jesus Christ. If we've been talking about it since 2020, where the fuck have the SNP government been? Well, I've been talking to you about it since 2018, probably since they started drafting that list. The mind boggles, folks. Right, better go into something that's going to lighten me up a bit, because this is driving me around the fucking twist. So it is. And if the Scots didn't know, Grace, there's a bloody problem there. This is the stuff we should all be paying attention to. This is the stuff that undermines the very existence of our parliament. Right, what's the star goat for us today? Needs something to cheer me up after that. As I say, that headline confused me. Really did. As Alistair says, 2018 we started talking about this when it was being drafted. Spoke about it when it was going through the Commons to pass in 2020. Been talking about it repeatedly, actually. And how it undermines the Scottish Parliament's powers in absolutely all areas, including food standards, the bloody lot. Right, let's get the star up. Let's see where it's got for us today. Here we go. And the stars go, you're having a giraffe. Hard man, Danny Dyers keeps bog roll and wine fridge to protect his delicate bottle and glass. The looks of the cap in that bottle, it's Buckfast Danny's drinking. And you generally don't drink that out of a glass. The people here in North Lanarkshire, I've never tried the bloody stuff, but people here in North Lanarkshire drink it straight out of the bottle. But hey, dead common that guy, isn't he? Dead common, as the English would say. You know, keeping bog roll in your wine fridge. Well, he's not got only fucking wine in it, so he may as well keep bog roll in it, wouldn't he? Anyway, that's the star for us today. Always brings you a smile. Yeah. So Danny likes cold bog roll when he goes to sit in the lobby with his bottle of Buckfast. Because that's what that looked like, a bottle of Buckfast. Yeah, the gold cap was a giveaway. The gold screw-on cap was a giveaway. So Danny Dyer drinks Buckfast with bog roll out of a glass. Right, folks. That's what I've got for you today. As I say, the national fucking baffled me. It also frightened me. They think that the Scottish Government has only woken up to what the Internal Market Act was for, because of a passage in Boris Johnson's fucking book. Wow. Don't know who the individual is, Joe, that's paying to fly Alec back. I don't. Probably his wife. Anyway, as I say, that's what I've got for you today. As I say, I hope you enjoyed the rant, because I know you like a wee bit rant. Henry, you're going to get bed and Buckfast, are you? I'd go the other way around, get Buckfast then bed. Yeah. Bed and Buckfast could be messy. Right, I'm going to be back this afternoon, folks, as you know, at 4:30 with David to talk about other things. No doubt that this fucking headline about the SNP just waking up to the internal market bill might just sneak in there this afternoon. You never know. You never know. Anyway, folks, say we'll see you at 4:30 for the Two Davies. Thanks for tuning in. Say the Scottish Government and only just realising what the internal market bill was written for. Bloody scary. Hey, thanks to moderators for moderating. Thanks for anybody who made a contribution to the Food Bank Fund this morning. And hit the like button, will you? It helps the algorithm. Hey, subscribe. It's an indie truck, Davey. I don't ask you to share these, so it's up to yourself whether you share them or not. But generally, the ones with the rants share well. So catch you later. See you.